Insiders, we've got a special guest joining us today who's recently graduated from our flagship course called LMA Life Mastery Achievers. And she'll be sharing with us her honest journey in terms of how she found this experience from beginning all the way to the end. So Elaine, just want to say it's a pleasure to have you with us today. Let's just start with the introductory question. What's your name? Where are you currently based? And what do you currently do?
Hi, Tim, and everyone else. If you're interested in this, it's amazing. My name is Elaine Andrepont. I am from Louisiana and then moved to Dallas after Katrina hit. And I am retired interior design consultant of 22 years. And I started to just delve into family and doing some art and with little children. And so we do landscapes and, mostly the basic art ideas and we pull them together.
Nice. So, Elaine, I've been seeing you quite a lot in our support group, I'll be honest. You're showing up with your beautiful energy and you seem, energetic and everything in between. Things seem great right now. But if you was to like just rewind back time, we're curious to know more about your backstory in that sense. Before you came across LMA, do you mind like sharing with me what sort of like issues were you seeing in your life? How is that showing up for you and how is that making you feel?
Well, after Katrina hit, I lost four businesses that I was working on for 3 years. I lost my whole city. I lost my car. I lost my full-time job, and I was devastated. So I moved here to be with family and take care of my mom, and then I was reacclimated into a new city, and everything was unfamiliar to me, and I had some bits, major bits of CPTSD going on, and so I found out that I had lots of spine issues, head injuries, hip uh, fracture, spine was ripped from my pelvic bone. All these were old, blocked out injuries when I was a child,
Right.
and I never dealt with them. So all this compressed together was trying. I was bedridden after I gave birth to my first child and my one and only child, but I was told I wasn't going to walk. So I suffered quite a bit. So
Mm.
when I saw LMA, I knew it because I've been searching for some type of platform to heal, recover, grow, expand, and get back to your potential or just reach even higher than your ideal
Mm.
potential and get that energy back. That's what I was wanting. It's get back to where I was
Yeah.
before Katrina, before all these things happened. Everything was weighing me down because I was facing myself. So
Right.
going into LMA, let me tell you, you rise up the ladder with each module. Each
Mm.
module is a step by step process. And it brought me straight through, and you're going way up. The only limit is you. So, with all these techniques, tools, insights, you are just growing exponentially.
Mm.
If you just put your heart in and put your soul in, and you really work the steps that Tim has laid out for us, miracles will happen. Miracles. I mean, I literally quit smoking. I've been smoking since I was 8 years old.
Wow. And you've quit
And
onboard
I,
LMA.
with LMA
Mm.
and some you've done some meditational practices,
Yes.
and I literally got into it. I got into everything you've told me to do. I was dog sitting my brother's dogs, and I had this beautiful space
Mm.
of calm and quiet and tranquility,
Wow.
clean. Everything was pristine. And I went into the swimming pool and put on your meditation and literally had a rebirth. And when I came out and I started listening to nighttime meditational hypnosis type stuff too,
Mm.
but in the combination of all these this environment that I put myself into because of your program. I was able to capitalize on it. I was able to, and literally, I woke up. I felt I don't even need a cigarette anymore. I haven't had one since, and
Wow.
this is a miracle. These are miracles, and miracles will happen, but you have to put your heart, you have to put your soul, you have to put your energy. And I know I was taking down notes, highlighting notes, going over them, calling my mom for 4 hours sometimes a day, going over the notes so that I could drill it into my head,
Mm.
and get out of these limited beliefs. And I just the information is vital, and this information should be required by all students going into middle school, junior high.
Yeah.
This should be a requirement.
Elaine, I can't fault your energy. You're motivating me right now. I'm pumped up. Okay, where do I personally join? But in all honesty, Elaine, before we start talking about LMA, when you were in that place, because I'm hearing some of this stuff for the first time in terms of where you were, like you've really been open to us. So you went through all of those setbacks, the hurricane and so forth. During that time when you came across LMA, and you were sat on that masterclass when you had the chance to join, what were some of your biggest fears that you had in that moment about possibly making this investment, you considering the current circumstances, and what ended up making you make that decision, in joining us on board LMA?
For 11 years, I have literally, after I gave birth, I had difficulty walking. I was told I was going to be in a wheelchair. I had to deal with lots of past injuries. And in this, listen, I have been looking for something to help me.
Mm.
And I went to a therapist for 1 year, a towel therapist, just to let him know everything that's happened to me, and uh, hoping that that would heal me. It did. I mean, it got me up a little bit, but this is LMA is life transforming, and I've been wanting to transform in my life, and I didn't have the tools. So I'm telling you, I've been looking, Tim, and so when I found you, tears started rolling. Okay, I knew I had to invest in this. I knew. I found it. I said, "This is my ticket. God sent this to me. I know this is my ticket." I called my brother. I said, "I don't have the money to do this, but you know, I need to borrow some money." And he said, "If this is what you really want," because I never asked to borrow money ever.
Mm.
And I said, "I need to get this done." But you know what? I didn't even borrow the money from him. I don't know how it happened. I just put the down payment on, and then I got paid, and I said, "I'm paying it out." And I got paid because I'm working. But I was able to work it out on my
Wow.
own. So
Yes.
yes, money issues was definitely, but you know what? The best investment that anyone can make is an investment in themselves.
Mm.
Because why? Because we're so worth it. And we're so valuable
Mm.
that we don't even see our own value. So once we get healed, once we get this awareness, we're sitting in the seat of awareness, then we are thriving. Once you thrive, everything starts put into place. Everything starts moving. The momentum starts growing. The energy is just overflowing. You feel the power. You feel the energy. You feel the love, the appreciation. It's personalized here. Tim, you are overselling. You are over pushing it. You are. And that's important, but you're giving us so much information. It's like a full-time job. You know, I am putting 60 hours in a week. I'm
Wow.
just like I
Okay.
signed up for on the summertime, but you don't
Yes.
have to put that much. I have a lot of cognitive
Yes.
problems where I can't comprehend. I have to keep going over it. Some people could just listen to you and you get it, they get it. But for me, I have to work harder. I have to work harder because of my comprehension skill problems.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I just want to, highlight that. Of course, it's not 60 hours per week required for LMA.
No, no.
It's like several hours, let's say. But Elaine, you like you said, you're committed, and you've been revisiting some of the materials and so forth. And so for that, I really admire that. When you joined LMA, then you took that, that step forward. When did you know this journey, like you're going to go all in? Like, was it when you checked out the course for the first time? Was it when you got involved in the community, or was it like a Q&A with me? Or when did you say, you know what? Yeah, I'm new to this guy, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to go all in.
Well, I knew right away when I just knew it was meant for me. I just felt it. But then you get in, and then you're meeting people, and you're corresponding with people, and you're learning from them along the way.
Mm,
I doubled down, tripled down on myself. Okay. I invested myself fully, and everyone helped me invest even more so, because they're so helpful and so there. And the platform is amazing, and you get to practice, you get to, you know, get, um, you get to start to appreciate yourself.
mm,
It's a slow process. I mean, it's a 6-week process, but each day is a new awakening, and each day brings you further into who you really are.
mm,
So you're investing in yourself. That's what I'm saying, is you're learning who you are, and you're learning to love and appreciate who you are and what special human being you are. And your program takes you step by step by step, little baby steps. You learn to coo, then you learn to crawl, and then you learn to say utter words. And then you're walking. You're standing up and walking. And then you're learning, and
mm.
then you're seeing yourself. The awareness, the clarity is what's so beautiful in this program.
Right. So overall, having gone through LMA, what would you say has made you feel the most happiest about having experienced this journey? What's made you feel the most happiest about LMA?
The freedom I feel without having the baggage of negative thinking, negative thoughts, rearranging my brain, having control, having the independence and the freedom of being who I am and sharing who I am with the world.
Mm,
That takes courage. So this whole program is building value, courage, integrity, and you want to feel it every day. So you put the work in, you see the results. It's instantaneously,
mm.
and it's beautiful.
Right. How does it differ from things you've tried in the past? Because you did mention some things you have
Oh, I've
tried.
tried. I grabbed my old notebooks
Mm,
to start writing an LMA in the middle of if there was an empty space somewhere where I could start taking notes.
right.
And I looked through those old notebooks, and they're going over some things that you are going over as well.
Mm,
So what is the difference? Why didn't I learn it back then? Why didn't I? I think it's the way your program is engineered. It's genius. My mom said you're brilliant. My mom said you're brilliant. Tim is brilliant. And it's because it's the way you take us, and you're holding our hand. You're holding our heart. You're holding our brain. You've got it all together. You are connecting us with ourselves. It's magical. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of power you have, but no, it's just intellectual. The
right.
way you've done it, it's the baby steps, the little steps. You move forward. You teach a little bit. You entertain. You make us motivated. You help us through. You're guiding us along the entire way,
Right.
and that's what's the difference.
Yeah.
All the
So
other
it's the
programs you go in
structure.
and out, it's the structure,
Right.
it's the format, it's the tools. You're giving us the tools to live
Mm, beautiful.
correctly and abundantly, to feel our own abundance, to feel the joy that we have inside. Our inner child comes out. It's safe. It's a
Yeah.
safe place.
Mm.
You know it's safe. Everyone here is rooting for you. Everyone here loves you unconditionally. This is prime. You can't get anything better than this. This is the way. This is the way. This is the walk.
Mm. Elaine, your energy is amazing. I can really feel I can feel what you've gone through. That's for sure. I think just the way you're expressing it, I think it's just, for somebody perhaps who haven't gone through it, maybe it's harder for them to contemplate right now. But I can feel that intention within you. So other than you're saying this, the structure and so forth, what would you say has over delivered or really made you feel the most surprised of having experienced onboard LMA?
I think it's the little exercises that you give us, and you give us like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, so we're going from our subconscious mind, and we're releasing things
Mm.
in these little exercises along the way, you know? And you just take 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and you're just writing these, and then you reflect back on it. And the awareness, that's the growth.
Right.
I think those are the special moments in that meditation that you do. If you really go into it, if you trust, that's what it is. It's going in with a trusting mindset.
Yeah.
That's growth. You welcome it in. You're not resisting, you're trusting.
Right. So you enjoyed the meditation and you've enjoyed the exercises that's given you that space, that awareness in that sense.
It's the space. The space that I had, the opportunity I took. I took that opportunity because I was in the program. I said, okay, I'm at my brother's house for a week. He's got a beautiful swimming pool. His place is clean. His place is orderly. It's organized. And I'm going to unwind. I took my daughter and she says, you know what, Mom? I'm going to leave you here. See, she's very spiritual. We're not religious, but we feel the
Mm.
spirit. And she says, I'm going to go home. She knew it was time. And I didn't know that, but I went into the pool and it was a rebirth. It was a rebirth. And then after that, I just never wanted to even touch a cigarette again. This is just incredible. I didn't have the anxiousness. I didn't have the fear of money. I didn't have all these things driving me blindly to the store to get another pack.
Mm.
None of it was healing me. This program is healing. It's evolving. It's all encompassing. And you just have to put yourself in there. You just have to be in it. You step into the realm. That's what it is. You step into the realm that you have offered and you hold it dear. That's how I felt. And that's how it's been. And miracles happen. Look, I'm crying. I don't know where it is,
Yeah.
but that's it. Tears of joy. I feel tears of joy. I'm finally getting my house together. you know, when I had my friend Tim,
Hmm.
we were friends for 23 years and he took his life. I went to his funeral and when I got home, I left my bag in the living room for over a year. I didn't even know it was in there. All my clothes were packed in there. I held on. And then one day after a year and something, I went, what is this bag doing here? I walked right by it every day, never even saw it. And I picked it up and I had to unpack. That's how I hold on to things. And when I'm going through a lot, I just let things go. I let things go. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm healed. I don't have the burden. I'm not carrying the pain anymore. It's not mine. I'm letting it all go. I'm working through scoliosis. I'm working through a lot of pain with nothing. I take nothing. I've never had surgery. I refuse. The body heals itself. The mind is incredible. We could rewire it with neuroplasticity. I think this is just phenomenal. And we're actually able to do it. And you could feel the changes. That's what's so beautiful.
Yes. Elaine, I just want to say it's amazing, just you sharing this with us. And like I said, I can feel that it's been an experience. And the fact that you've come out the other side and you're now radiating this is incredible. The final question I want to ask you was, there is somebody perhaps watching this video right now, listening to your story, Elaine. They may, however, still be in a bit of a limbo. Shall I try it? Shall I not? Having gone through this experience yourself, what advice would you give to this viewer checking you out and checking out this video? What advice would you give to somebody who's considering and joining LMA right now?
You're passing up a lifetime of a beautiful life. You literally, you could be stuck. I was stuck. After Katrina hit, I was stuck. Okay? The happiness is yours. You just need to grab it. You need to go for it. You need to learn. You need to learn how to take care of yourself and love yourself. And everything will start changing. It's like flipping of a coin. Dark side, light side. You choose. You choose. It's your choice. Some people are addicted to pain. Some people are. I know I must have been, but I didn't know how to get out. We become addicted to pain. We become addicted to misery.
Yeah.
And this program lets you see the light and gives you the tools to, and you work your way out of that tunnel.